Hi there, Monument Mom here, and today is Sunday. I usually like to try to jump on here some point on Sunday or a Saturday, and yesterday was super busy for me, so I was not able to jump on. I don't know if anyone will join this live stream today because I really didn't announce it. Um, but if you're in YouTube land and you have a channel, you know how difficult it is to sometimes to schedule things. And sometimes you miss deadlines just trying to be perfect. So I thought, let me go ahead and talk about life, what's been going on, what we read, my Dollar Tree haul, and I'm going to try to do it all within like my 12 to 15-minute window. So let's see how this goes. But first of all, let's rewind and let me tell you who I am. So I am Monument Mom. I am a mom that works and homeschools. I live in a big city on a little budget. And on my channel, I talk to you about how I do all that, whether it's videos on homeschooling, videos on how to save money. It's all about how you can live life and live life abundantly. If you are new here and you haven't subscribed, it doesn't take much. Hit that button and subscribe as well as the bell for notifications. So I know that many of you are probably like subscribing to a whole bunch of people, but I really appreciate it if you would just hit the button and subscribe to my channel. So with that said, let me go ahead and move forward and talk to you about life and what's been going on. So I've been really busy I like this necklace. So I want you guys to see that. I've been really busy with work, school, just, everything that happens, like many of you, right? So this is not rare. Many people also work and school and have other things that they juggle, even if not those two things. We just have full plates. And so recently I had a little health scare and it made me pause. It also forced me to do some reflection on what's important, being able to say no sometimes to people, even when they're very sincere and it may be a passion that you're really connected to. Sometimes you just have to say no. And I recently realized sometimes I just have to say no. I have some priorities and I need to just stick with those priorities. Sorry, I keep adjusting my collar. I just need to stick with those priorities. And as those priorities lessen, then look at how other projects or tasks can be picked up. Sometimes it could just be a bit much. And so with that, I am probably just taking a break from some of the activities that I was doing outside of the house. I will also say this morning I went to church and, one of the things I heard over and over again is that we need to really, as a Christian, we need to be more centered on Christ, God, and what he wants for us. We get really focused in the I, the me, but Christ wants us to be more focused on him. And in focusing on him, he lessens the load and the burden and allows us to get through some of those challenging moments because we're focusing on him. And so that was a big takeaway for me this morning, considering the other things that I went through earlier this week. So kudos to my pastor for bringing that message. So let's talk about what we read. Many homeschool families show what they read during the month of February, and I'm going to show you most of the books that we read during what would be considered like our morning basket time. So I'm going to show you some of that. Some of these are continuously in our basket time because we're just it's taking us a little longer to get through them because we're using it for multiple reasons than just reading and flipping through. So the first one is the 50 States. I really like this book. I'm just going to open one page so you can see what it would look like. I really like this book, and we're using it to go through the 50 states. The Encyclopedia of Presidents. I actually like this book. It gives you not only something about the president, but also a lot about the time, the era in which they served, what was going on, maybe products that were used or introduced, inventions, a lot of background. So it's really great. And it's not just the fluffy feel-good background. Sometimes they deal with the things that were not so nice to talk about. And it's a really good book. And I actually got this book free at a local bookstore. So here we go, Library Hall books. Here we go. Five Bold Freedom Fighters, The Trail of Tears, Eat Your Words. I really like this book, and another homeschool mom showed this particular book from her library hall, and I got it from my local library, and it really talks about like the history of some of our food, as well as phrases that go along with food, like phony baloney. So it talks about like how we use those terms and where they originated. Good book. This one is called 28 Days. Someone is coming in right now, so there'll be some noise. American Black Folk Tales, People That Could Fly. This one is called A Spy Called James. This one is called The Amazing Age of John Roy Lynch. This one, I had never heard of this particular person or the book, but Ingrid, I believe Ingrid over at Mommy and Mia Homeschool Chronicles, she mentioned this. I believe it was Ingrid in one of her library halls, and so I got it from my local library. I'm moving along here. This book is called The Sit-In. It says How Four Friends Stood Up by Sitting Down. And then this one was actually my book. It's called Delivering Justice. Once in a while, the local libraries will mark out some of the books from their inventory, and I got this from that sale. And actually, this is a good book. So if you have been following me and watching some of my videos for a while, you know that I believe it was in January, I said I was going on a Dollar Tree hiatus. Like I was not going in there to buy anything related to homeschool. Well, we're in March, and so my hiatus is over, or my moratorium or break, whatever you want to call it. It's over. And so I went into my local Dollar Tree. Well, I guess maybe not local. A couple of Dollar Trees, and I'm going to show you a couple of the things that I got while I was there. So several folks have talked about the books that they have found, the wonderful books that they have found on or in their Dollar Tree. Sorry, I'm rambling back because I want to be able to get to the item. And so I'm going to show you some of the books that I picked up and how I will be using them. This is called Stained Glass Patterns and Prisms. And it actually is a book that has, I forgot what you call these sheets, but they're like the coloring sheets, stained glass. They're like the stained glass coloring sheets. And so they have the print. I have that book, and this is called The Merchant of Venice. It's like a graphic novel, William Shakespeare book. This is called Boston Tea Party. Yep, I got this at the Dollar Tree. This is called Raw Cakes. And I really like this one. This has desserts that I can make using raw ingredients. They don't have to be actually baked in an oven. Okay, this is a writing prompt. And so this is an item that is carried on a regular basis at Dollar Tree. And so they have a picture, and then on the back, they kind of introduced a subject or a topic, and then they give you something to write about. I found this spinner. This one deals with space. So I'll add this to a space unit. This is a geography one. And on the back, they have landforms. Hold on, bear with me. I was able to pick up some blocks that fit with the Lego theme, and these will go into our treat bag or baskets. So this one is like flowers and plants, because my kiddo didn't have a lot of those. And then this one, windows and doors. And I think many people have already hauled these, but this is great for building out your Lego supply without having to spend a lot of money. I also picked up a stretch canvas. We have a couple of these, but I don't have this size. So I got one of these, just one. And I also picked up another one, the box games. We didn't have this one, and this is Name a Celebrity. I think that is it. I have 2 books, but okay, I can show you, but they're not for homeschool, I promise. I got them as gifts for someone. This is called Tea Culture, and it's a beautiful book. I wish you could actually feel it. The weight is really nice, and the pictures are beautiful. And this is, again, a Dollar Tree book. And then I got 2 of these. Don't judge me here. I got 2 of these. These are, this says whiskey. And so actually a couple of times my husband and I have been invited to birthday parties for gentlemen that actually drink hard liquor, or they have a bar with whiskey and other drinks. And so I thought like a book like this would be good along with a bottle and a gift bag to give to someone for their birthday. So I picked up 2 copies of those. And so I believe Dollar Tree most recently has been carrying a lot of books that are part of an overrun or overstock. And so if you go in, sometimes you can find great deals like the ones I've shown you here. This particular book, Stained Glass, I saw someone haul this over 2 months ago, and I just happened to find it at a store, and it is a Penguin book. I see the Penguin emblem here. So they have several, I guess, overruns of Penguin books, and I'm going to add this either to our morning basket, or when we're actually doing geometry, add this to a lesson. So there you have it. No one was able to join me today, but that is okay. I just wanted to bring you this information and do it today so that I can put everything away later on. I want to just go ahead and start incorporating these items and taking some of these books back to the library, but I wanted to share them with you first. So I hope that you enjoy the rest of this day. Have a productive week, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye.